And that is what NBA personnel are looking for. They're looking for guys who play with a chip on their shoulder. Remember the guys who are drafted in front of you as well. Because if you don't go number one, there's
the edge in the player. Not over the top, but I just want you just want to see that personality there.
Well, he definitely has the personality. You can see that, no question. And he's got the game. Again, I like what he talked about again. When you play with a guy like Ben McAdoo, and you play with the talent, you have guys who are in the same position as Alanis that don't even play, but let alone play and go do their pro day afterwards, not concerning themselves about being, you mentioned Alanis Williams. This is a young man who improved by leaps and bounds. You talk about 2 years at Oklahoma where he was a role guy, and Shrift mentioned ACC Player of the Year.
Darren Sebron with the ball. He had a good day yesterday.
Ooh,
that's where he's able to change the pace, and he's able to get in the lane.
It's difficult for guards to stay in front of Darren Sebron. So when you consider Travion Williams having to step out there and try to defend that, that's a tough task for the big fella to take on.
Well, and his speed, and it's hard for a defensive player to get out. And a player we saw on that screen, Grant Williams.
Yep.
He was here 3 years ago, played in these 5-on-5, and really helped himself turn into a first-round pick.
So, again, you said it earlier today, Bobby. There's nothing wrong with taking a 22 game and he defends one of the best in the game.
I mean, look what New Orleans was able to do this year. I mean, you drafted Trey Murphy, who certainly was at Rice and then went to Virginia. Herbert Jones in the second round, and then Jose Alvarado undrafted.
So because of the way that he defends, he goes out and challenges the best player on earth for 7 straight games.
In the lane, lefty finished by Jabari Walker from Colorado.
Scotty defending.
Oh, with the rip. Scotty Pippen Jr.
Now you know what can help Scotty right there? If he dunks it.
Throws it down.
And he can. And that's the thing, again, for Scotty, of course, his dad's 6'7", close to 6'8". Scotty's around 6'2", and he does the job defensively once again. But if he shows off a little of his athleticism on that one, it goes a long way.
Iverson Molinar out of Mississippi State protects himself at the rim.
We know Darren Sebron is not a guy that really shoots the basketball well. He likes to get downhill, but can he penetrate and can he hand the ball?
That is not easy to do. Oh, a little crossover. Lose your man. Okay. Scotty Pippen Jr. stunting like his dad.
There you go, Alvaro. You set the tone, baby. There we go. See it. Yeah, that's kind of how I stay in shape, man. I got to play ball. But we definitely playing to win the game. There you go, Drew. There you go. Give me something, man. Oh, my God.
Oh, we got to see this block again. That's Julian Champagny just punching that away.
Underrated athlete right there, man. It's close. You by yourself. You good.
You take that.
Nice.
That's you. And
so what I try to tell these guys is, if you want to make it at this level, you got to outwork the hardest worker. You know what I mean? You can't. There's no days off. You got to be the first person in the gym, last one to leave. That's the only way I got it now.
It's so hard to give a player a guarantee in the draft in general, just because in case someone else they love maybe falls to them. But you're basically giving a window. So if you're a player that's on the fence, you're giving him a window between 45.
Bobby, how much how often do the guarantees actually be honored? Like is it like no honor amongst thieves thing?
Yeah,
what are we talking
about? Back in I'm going to date myself. 2002, I think we guaranteed Zoran Planinic.
You can withdraw.
So June 1st was college eligibility, and then the next date was to withdraw your name from the NBA draft.
So
more the
players, they like a different guy. How does those situations get resolved? How do you determine the guy that's best for our future moving forward?
I think you rely on your scouts. Those are the guys who are out there doing out there 300+ days a year as far as doing all the legwork, doing all the background here. I think the coach's role really comes into free agency. As far as
one thing we know about Alanis Williams is he is athletic, and he's also got the wingspan. You look at, he's got the long arms.
Molinar with the good D. All right, here we go. Last shot of the half. At the rim, nice lay-in. Tyrese Martin from Connecticut.
Other than that, just have fun with it, because you only get to go through this process once.
Ty, you talk about dealing with Melvin Booker. We call him Big Book for now. He was a scoring guard, similar to you. Are you a point? Are you a combo? Are you a two? What are you at the next level?
I definitely feel like my position at the next level would be point guard. We just get it out and go. And, you know, he's a really unselfish dude. So, you know, he really didn't care if he had the ball all the time or not.
The fact that you're trying to answer that question, I think that really was the key to it, and say who's going to actually try to answer that question. But Ty, when you think of whatever, what do you do in your off time when you have so much free time on your hands moving forward?
Well, me, if I'm not in the gym working out, I mean, wasn't using the spin. Like, after the season was over, that's when I started, you know, looking on YouTube and all that, how to spin it and all that. But during the season, it was just either fingers in or just straight rolls.
Smart man, Ty Washington from Kentucky. Congratulations. Looking forward to hearing your name called in the NBA draft.
Yes, sir. Thank you for having me.
I want to make sure we're making the right decision for the long term.
What are your biggest needs right now that you need to fill and address with this draft?
NBA team playing all their young guys, and that's kind of what we do. We want to win. That's what the veterans are there to help in certain situations of the game, but there
are hundreds of people there with Beauchamp on the back of their shirts. You got to have the most popular selling jersey, correct?
Hey, I think so, man.
What should you guys try to address that, if at all?
I think the biggest thing is you have to emphasize, like,
come on, y'all.
These scouts and these teams in the stands, like, they know what you guys can do. They've been watching you your entire career.
Come on, Blue. Come on, Blue.
So,
what has been probably a long week for some of these guys, and you want to finish it off the right way, and preferably with a win column.
And you could see good take by Sebron. The Curry team, when they get cut back.
All right, so give us a little play-by-play. Tell us what's going on in the game.
right now, oh, come on, man. Damn. Well, as you can see, Martin just hit a three because they're able to get into the paint and kick it back out. Right now, here we go.
Space.
We got to space the floor. There you go, Darion. He's giving us buckets right now. I think a lot of these guys just have to be more consistent from behind the three-point line.
Good pass.
But they've shown that they can put it and get to the rim.
Get back. I see you, Rob. Match up. Up to it.
Position.
You see that? Look up.
There you go. See, they can get to the rack.
Stepping away. We want you even more involved.
I can give you buckets on the block, too, though.
Oh, you can
put me on the block. I can give you buckets on the block. There we go.
Jay, go ahead.
Good work, Jay.
I like that braid in the front.
Go ahead, braid, boy.
That shows exactly what you were talking about with Jalen Williams, his ability to attack and get to the rim and playing off the bounce. And about 6'8", his ability to shoot the basketball. If he can do that, that makes him very dangerous.
Oh, yeah, because that's the game right now. Layups and threes. So if you got that, I think, you know, some of these scouts get 50-50 balls. Can you play defense? Can you earn a coach's trust on the floor?
Big Mike. Good pass, loose off.
Good shot.
There's a knockdown by Michael Foster Jr. We just had his coach, Jason Hart, on our set. What have you liked from your team from Foster?
Say that one more time.
What have you liked from Michael Foster Jr.?
He plays extremely hard. He's really athletic. He does a good job of crashing the boards, but, you know, he can shoot us now.
Push.
And, guys, one thing that you always notice, winning is always important to the people who are winning.
6 seconds to play. Turnaround jumper. David Roddy. There's the final impression in front of scouts. Got to nail your last shot. And that'll do it. Team Ehrman, 2-0 on the week. They win at 87-72 over Team Curry.